In this video, we're going to review the NECA Retro Cloth Michael Myers from Halloween 2. Welcome to the Swearwolves Horror Podcast YouTube channel. I'm Brett, and if you're a returning subscriber, I just want to thank you for coming back. If you're new to this channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please consider clicking that subscribe button as well as that notification bell below. We upload videos on a regular basis in which we review anything and everything horror, from action figures and toys to soundtracks to various collectibles, you name it. This figure just came out. Pretty excited about this. Just received it in the mail actually yesterday. So I wanted to make a video, open it up, take a look at it. As you can see, the packaging, we got this wonderful artwork. We'll look at that a little bit more close up once I get this open. And you can see Michael Myers right there. And on the back, we see Michael Myers, Halloween 2, The Nightmare Isn't Over. So let's do what we do on this channel and go ahead and open him up, take a look at all the details, and give it a review. All right, now we have the figure open, and we do get some accessories with this one. So I do want to get to those and the figure in just a second, but first let's talk about this artwork right here. This is the artwork. NECA always does a really good job of getting some good artwork on these card backs for these 8-inch figures. Well, for all their figures, there's good artwork, but specifically the 8-inch figures. Just looking at this one, we can see that the artist is Jason Edmiston, and Jason Edmiston has done a few of the art pieces for some of the figures we've reviewed in the past. I believe the Pamela Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 3, The Lady in the Lake, that was his artwork. So really good job on that from Mr. Edmiston, and I really like this artwork. I tend to keep these. I do open the figures, I do throw away the plastic clamshell, but I do keep all the inserts. I like having those, so maybe someday I'll, I don't know, display them somehow, some way, shape. No pun intended. Actually, pun was intended on that one. So let's talk about the accessories. We got a few weapons, an alternate hand, and an alternate head. So let's go through the weapons here. This is the butcher knife from Halloween 2 at the beginning. He grabs the butcher knife off of the cutting board at the neighbor's house after he escapes from being shot. She's making her husband a sandwich with mayonnaise, and he steals that, leaves some blood. She screams, and he proceeds to the hospital. Michael Myers proceeds to the hospital because that's where Laurie is, and he does grab a syringe there and kills somebody with a syringe. So we have that syringe right there. He also goes into the hospital, I guess, maintenance area, grabs a hammer, kills the security guard with a hammer to the head. Good job on this hammer. I do like actually the detail on the head of the hammer. The handle, just pretty much plain, but the head has some really good detail right there. So good job with that. And then, of course, the scalpel. He has to have a scalpel. As you can see in the artwork right there, he's holding a scalpel at the end, towards the end of the movie, after Laurie shoots him in the eyes, and he starts crying those bloody tears. He has a scalpel in his hand. He's blinded, and he's just kind of flailing around with that. So we have pretty much all the murder weapons. The only thing we're missing is a hot tub, a boiling hot tub to dunk somebody's head in. Here's the alternate sculpt for the head, and as I said, it's the bloody tears that he has towards the end of the movie, if you're familiar with Halloween 2. Halloween 2 is not my favorite Halloween movie. It's not my least favorite, but it's probably resides kind of in the middle. I'm a big Halloween 1978 Halloween version fan, then probably Halloween 2018, which is the direct sequel to that original one, and then probably Halloween 3 is up there as well, although it doesn't have Michael Myers, but it's still part of the franchise. And then, I don't know, Halloween 2 is good. There's some corny bits that happen in Halloween 2. But let me know in the comments below what your favorite Halloween movie is and where you place Halloween 2 in regards to the whole franchise, excluding the Rob Zombie movies, of course. Halloween 2, not at the bottom. Halloween 4 is probably tied with Halloween 2 in my opinion. I do like some of the elements that they bring in Halloween 4. But we're talking about Halloween 2, so let's get on that. You can tell me in the comments below how wrong I am. All right, let's talk about the articulation here. We have the head. It goes from left to right, and then up and down, and a little bit from side to side. We have movement at the shoulder, kind of a ball joint there. We have a bend in the elbow area, and then the wrist turns and folds in. We have swivel in the waist, and then of course flexibility at the hips, back and forth, side to side, bend in the knee, and then of course the ankle, side to side, and up and down, just a little bit up and down. All right, let's talk about the figure itself, the details here. We have a pretty good head sculpt right here. The Dick Warlock is the actor who played the Shape, or Michael Myers, in Halloween 2. Very much different than Nick Castle. He had a bigger head than Nick Castle, so his head kind of fills out the mask a little bit different, but still got that full-faced mask right there. You can barely see his eyes through there. Kind of a nice touch. They didn't just make them black. We have the split in the back there of the mask. Nice touch. The hair is sculpted, which I like. Instead of having real hair, sculpted hair is always preferred on these types of figures. The mask is a little worn. We have the needle puncture wound that happened after Laurie stabbed him in the first movie. So very good job on the mask there. We have all the bullet wounds represented here. I shot him 6 times. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only count 5 Loomis. Maybe this one right here, because this would be an exit wound. This would probably, maybe this grazed him. I don't know, but I still only count 5 Loomis. Anyway, the clothes that he's wearing, the jumpsuit, of course, Velcroed on. We'll keep that on him. The hand sculpts. Pretty good with the hand sculpts there, kind of the dirty, dingy hands. Oh, I forgot to talk about the alternate hand. We'll talk about that in a second. And then down to the boots that he's wearing. These are more like shoes, more like dress shoes. Maybe he's getting ready to go to church. But I guess they're supposed to be boots, right? Because they color this, unless those are his black socks. And then the back side of the figure. And we got this little collar here. Now these figures, I mean, these aren't supposed to be highly detailed. They're not like the Ultimate figures. I did do a review of the Ultimate Part 2 Michael Myers a little bit ago, so you can check that video out. But they're not supposed to be highly detailed. These are supposed to be more of like a throwback to the classic Mego style figures that we had in the 70s. Well, they had in the 70s. I didn't have any of them in the 70s, so I was barely around. So that's what this is supposed to represent. Not highly detailed, but there's enough detail that it still looks good. So I really do like that. It stands pretty good, and I do like that. Of course, I put the figures on a figure stand. It does have peg holes at the bottom, so you could use that. I tend to use like doll stands that I purchase off of Amazon. Those work really well. I forgot to do this alternate hand so he could hold even more of the weapons. Again, this dirty, kind of grimy hand here. Good sculpt on that. So he'd be able to hold the hammer and probably the knife with that one, the syringe probably with that one, and then in this hand we can give him the scalpel. Just like that. Now, one of the main reasons, I do like the retro cloth figures, don't get me wrong. I'm more of the Ultimate line of figures, the 7-inch figure collector when it comes down to it, if I had my choice. One of the main reasons why I wanted this figure is because of the fact that there's going to be a 2-pack that NECA is releasing later this year. Now, because of the current situation with everything that's going on in the country and in the world, getting stuff shipped and made is been delayed. But I believe in September, maybe it's getting pushed to October, we're supposed to receive a 2-pack of Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode from Halloween 2. So it'll be Laurie in her hospital gown and then Loomis, you know, in his trench coat. And that will be a nice display to have the alternate head on Michael here with Loomis and then Laurie kind of just crouching in the corner holding the gun. So that's good. Let's replace his head here. So we just grab a hold of the head and hopefully just pop it off. There we go. Pop that head right off. And then we can throw a piece of thread from the cloth there. And then we can throw this alternate head on here. So we just push it down and go like that. So there you go. And that is Michael Myers. We'll just set him up like that. That's Michael Myers from Halloween 2, the NECA Retro Cloth 8-inch line. And if you like this video, please click the like button below. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed and you feel so inclined, click both the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. We are the Swearwolves Horror Podcast. We do a weekly show in which we review horror movies. So please check us out by searching for the Swearwolves wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. You can also visit our website at theswearwolves.com. So for the Swearwolves, I'm Brett. Hi, this is Brett with the Swearwolves, and when I'm not busy editing videos or making content for YouTube, I just sit here and wait. And wait. Just wait. If you like the video that you just saw, go ahead and check out that video right there. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and click that button right there. I'll wait.